This is David Kroodsma with Hub Culture and the World Climate Summit. I'm joined by Rowan Douglas, the CEO of Global Analytics within Willis Re. Rowan, thank you for joining us. Can you tell us more about Willis Re and what the Global Analytics within that does?
Well, Willis Re is a reinsurance broker, which is a fairly unusual thing, but we protect insurance companies and governments against catastrophes. Usually catastrophes from Mother Nature, like hurricanes or earthquakes or floods. And so for us, climate change is a real concern because it's potentially changing the frequency and severity of these severe events. And it's our job to make sure that insurance companies are protected against them so that they can pay claims for people in exposed countries.
So you mean that there's how people have fire insurance or home insurance, flood insurance, but then if the entire town is wiped out, the insurance company can't pay, so they buy insurance from you.
Absolutely. Insurance companies need to buy their own insurance against these bad events, and they come to us and we measure the sort of risk that they have and then arrange that protection within the reinsurance market.
So there should be an increase in the risk they're seeing for these disasters, and I guess would that correlate to an increase in your business or their need for you?
Well, certainly there's an increased expectation
Right.
of these sorts of severe events. And when you couple that with the rise in exposure, that's the increase in properties built near coastlines.
Right.
Yes, there is concern. So we have two concerns. One is to increase the resilience that communities have against natural disasters, but then also, yes, to find ways of society at local and global scales to share these risks.
And what brings you here to the World Climate Summit?
Well, there's two things. The first is to get an absolutely up-to-date handle on what the climate science is, but particularly what the prospects are for mitigation, but also critically to understand what the emerging zeitgeist is amongst the business community. And what struck me is how within mainstream business there is a recognition that really this issue has to be addressed almost in spite of whatever happens in the short-term political agenda.
And are you sure that isn't just the people we're seeing coming to this summit, or do you think that's all business?
Well, certainly, the people at this summit are likely to be those more at that particular leading edge. But what struck me is the range of people here, and perhaps the most noteworthy thing was when Nick Stern, the eminent economist, spoke this morning, explaining how this new industrial revolution has been something that's been hard-coded, for example, into China's 12th five-year plan, which starts next year. Now, if the Chinese are taking this new sort of green industrial revolution to the very core of their plan, I think to some extent that almost signals a future as clearly as anything.
Well, we can hope so. Is there anything else you've seen at this conference that you're going to take home, or that you're really going to bring into your business, or really carry with you as a great memory?
The fact that when you get this remarkable combination of people together, and no matter how much you think you know about this subject, you will always go away with new perspectives and new ideas. And ultimately it means that this issue, like all, is about people and about individuals and small teams making a big difference.
Thank you. I'm David Kroodsma with Hub Culture, joined here by Rowan Douglas, the CEO of Global Analytics within Willis Re.